What is good, everybody? It is your boy Super Saiyan Cat back with another Xenoverse video for you guys today. We are here to talk about the future. Yes, the future of Xenoverse. I was about to say Xenoverse 2, but this is really Xenoverse 2 or Xenoverse 3 in general, guys. And here to talk about the simple fact of why or why not only Bandai but dimps should also take into consideration hiring some of these modders from what they see on these YouTube videos. Like some of these modders that put out absolute fire, high quality mods, absolutely amazing ideas, things like that. They should really take into consideration the consideration of hiring these people. Like it would only make sense if they just really want to make their game better, and honestly probably make way more money on the game as well with things like DLC and stuff, all of like that. Because if you think about some of the stuff that modders have done, for example, you can literally go to any fire modded video that features a very, very good mod, you know, whether it's from me, the homie Slow Plays, Burkle now that he's doing mods, anybody that puts one up, the number one comment you see in the comment section, besides for some reason, how the hell can I get mods on PS4? I don't know why people ask that question so much till this day. Really, I don't know why people want them on PS4 unless they're just going to use them for offline purposes. But the other most asked question is definitely, I wish this was on Xbox. I wish this was on PS4 and not just PC, because most people do understand that mods are really only available on PC, and yes, you could do that thing on PS4. I don't know how. Supposedly you gotta pay money, all this other stuff. It's really not worth it. But like I said, these mods are really supposed to be exclusive to PC players, and so many people that are not on PC have the desire, the want, the need for the mods that they see. I could honestly only imagine, as someone who does not have the accessibility to mods like I do, seeing some of these fire mods. Actually, I remember when I would watch the homie Afro Senju, things like that, when he was on Xenoverse and he would be making the Xenoverse 2 modded videos. I remember he did one, I believe it's like the Merge Zamasu and Rage Trunks before that DLC actually released and things like that, and it was just always absolute heat, and I always really wanted to play with these characters. So I know that feeling of seeing something so amazing, so lit, but then again not being able to access it at the same time. Now if Bandai and dimps were to actually consider hiring modders, some of these things that you guys see in modded videos could become reality for Xenoverse. How hype would it be to see something, first of all, like the aura that you see on a lot of these transformations, like these god transformations, things like that? How lit would that be to see in the actual game? Or how lit would it be to see some of the transformations that these modders include into Xenoverse 2? And I'm talking about things that are already in Xenoverse, the regular Xenoverse 2, but aren't actual Awokens, like the Ultra Instinct Awoken for Goku. Absolutely fire. The Super Saiyan Blue Awoken for a Gogeta mod out there. Absolutely fire. Like, the things they do are stuff that could honestly be in the game right now. Some some of the stuff they have done could be in Xenoverse 2 right now if they were actually on the development team giving their ideas and things like that. Now, I don't want people to get the wrong idea from this video. At the same time, I want to stop myself right here and think that I'm saying, like, you know, modders should be replacing the people that are working at dimps, at Bandai. No. That is not what I'm saying, guys. What I'm really saying is that they should be added onto the team for additional creative help more than anything, guys, because that's where I feel that the people at dimps that work on the game really are kind of fall short with Xenoverse 2 is their creativity, because you got to think modders make mods based off the models that are already in the game, made by those at dimps and stuff like that, and the models are absolutely, they're very good in Xenoverse 2. The graphics are fire, all things like that were done very well. So I'm not saying that, you know, they need to be replacing some people at dimps or anything like that. No, the modders should be added onto the development team just to really help more with the creative ideas and things that these actual, you know, people who, I mean, I'm sure some modders have gone to school for things like this, but people who this is their everyday job, you know, can work on these things and include them into what they're already doing for Xenoverse 2, whether it be future DLC. You know, we don't know what we're gonna get with DLC on Xenoverse, whether DLC 10 is gonna be the last one. A lot of people, including myself, hope it is, but you never know. There may even be a DLC 11 and 12, considering the simple fact that all other past seasons of DLC have included 4. So that is a possibility, and if they were to hire modders to help them work on it in terms of just creative ideas, aura, stuff like that, I feel so many people would go absolutely crazy. And then for Xenoverse 3 in general, this is another game or another area where I feel like the modders really could help the development team in a major way, help them with a lot of the ideas for Xenoverse 3, as far as maybe some characters or maybe some auras or maybe some awoken skills, custom intros. Look at the revamp team and things that they're doing with the game. You know, there's just so many ways that I feel these modders could definitely help the development team already in place. And at the same time, without doubt, the budget for Xenoverse or Xenoverse in general has grown exponentially through these years. Xenoverse 1 and Xenoverse 2, the two highest selling Dragon Ball games in Dragon Ball history. And then also with Xenoverse 2, you got all these DLCs that are selling good amounts, I'd assume, based off of how many people are on the game when these DLC sells, how many people are hyped for these DLCs when they come out, things like that. It seems like a lot of people do come back and do buy these DLCs till this day. So the budget for the game, without doubt, has to be somewhat exponential and somewhat decently sized at the very least. You know, I mean, not to throw shame on My Heroes 1's Justice or anything like that, but I believe the game didn't even reach 1 million sales total, and it's already getting a number 2. So clearly the budget for a game like that to get a number 2 so fast had to be somewhat decent, and it only had like somewhere around 1 million, if even 1 million sales in total. We got a game in Xenoverse 2 and Xenoverse 1 that both had 5 million sales, then all the DLC sales on top of that. So the budget should not really be a problem, I feel, but I would really love to see Bandai, Dimps actually, you know, maybe they don't have to, you know, full-time hire them, but just in some kind of way get these modders to help the development team, help them with some ideas, maybe help them with some of the things that they've added, like the custom intros, the custom auras, the custom awoken skills, things of that nature. I feel would just make Xenoverse all around a much better game, and a lot of people would probably be so hyped for it at the same time. So let me know what you guys think about this though. Would you guys like to see modders added to the development team to help the development team that is already in place that works on Xenoverse to just advance the game that much more and make it that much better? Let me know all that down below in the comments. But as always, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, hope you guys have a good day. Peace, y'all.